Question. What food is traditionally placed on a teacher's desk to show appreciation? Lima bean, a number 7 with a Coke, or apple? Now, you know, this year, Teacher Appreciation Week was May 4th through the 8th. And that's right. If any profession deserved a week as opposed to a day, it's teachers, everyone. I mean, I can relate to them. As the host of this show, people are always asking me, when will this information ever be helpful? Well, at least in my case, I can say now. Now, everyone. All right, so every teacher has different tastes. Some might even be more appreciative to find lima beans or a combo meal with a Coke on their desk. But typically, students let their teachers know they appreciate them by leaving an apple. Apple, which is the correct answer.
Yummy!
Yes. And you know, I really want to know which number 7 with a Coke we're referencing. Are we talking about a quarter pounder meal or a bean burrito and cheese? These things matter, damn it. Someone tell me. All right, so 18,981 players got the first one right. Good job, everybody. Now let's take a look at question number 2. Which is not a famous rapper turned actor? Ice-T, Ice Cube, or Iced Coffee? Now, I read that Cardi B and Offset are about to spend $400,000 on Culture's first birthday. Whew! You know, that is a shameless, wasteful display of wealth, but you want to know what the worst part is? I wasn't invited. I wasn't invited. I'm not crying about it. You're crying. Look, I might cry later. Okay, never mind. I am not sure why we actually didn't give you Vanilla Ice as an option just now. Thinking about it. He was great in The Ridiculous Six, and That's My Boy. You know, he may have had the same acting coach as Ice-T and Ice Cube, who are also rappers/actors, which means iced coffee. Iced coffee is the correct answer.
Yummy!
All right, wait a minute, sound guy. Let's be a little more discerning with our yummies, okay? All right. So we're down to 18,105 players who are looking cool as a tray of ice cubes through the first 2. So let's keep moving with question number 3. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility, Sea of Serenity, and Sea of Fertility? The Netherlands, the Vatican, or the Moon? Now, tranquil, serene, and fertile were the 3 adjectives I used to describe myself on dating sites back in my single days. Although, I remembered I lied also. Yeah, I definitely said I enjoy camping and hiking too. Ugh, glad those days are over. I do not enjoy camping or hiking. I just don't. Now, where can you find all these seas, everyone? In the only place where water might only exist as ice in permanently shadowed craters. That sounds a lot like the moon. The moon. That's the correct answer. There
Tasty.
we go. Wait a minute. What? The moon is in no way tasty, sir. Hello. Trust me. I know these things. What's going on?
Hey, JD, it's me, Marshall.
Oh, yeah, Marshall. What's up?
Martial arts is having a cool exhibit this week. Nostalgia's big right now, so we're doing a tribute to great films of the 80s. This is me delivering a kick to the head of beloved Cocoon star, the late Wilfred Brimley.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but, you know, I bet there will be a bidding war on that one. Yeah.
You think? Awesome.
Yeah, awesome indeed. Okay, everyone, we've got 11,337 players who are 3 for 3, and now we have a video for you to watch, so enjoy. Uh-oh, somebody needs a toe. And I hope that, unlike me, they don't immediately feel insecure about the toe guy, thinking, what kind of inferior idiot gets their car stuck in a mud puddle? Okay, thanks for being my therapist for a little bit. Now, let's find out why we watched that with question number 4. The American Automobile Association recommends what part of a car tire have a minimum depth of 1/8 inch? Tread, sidewall, or hubcap? Now, if you've ever seen the movie My Cousin Vinny, then you probably laughed during the scene where his car got stuck in mud and he fell on his butt. But none of us realized that that very scene in the movie was the linchpin of the defense that saved the life of Ralph Macchio. Mind blown, right? Right? All right, now you look at this. Whenever my mechanic starts to tell me what's wrong with my car, I nod. like I know what he's talking about. So he won't look down on me. But the truth is, I know nothing about cars. But because of my love for Joe Pesci films, I know that your tires will spin around and go nowhere if they lose their tread. Tread is the correct answer. There it is. Yes. Wow. 10,234 players haven't had to spin their wheels on a question yet. They are driving smoothly into this. That's genius! It's a question about someone super smart. Let's see who with question number 5. Which of these is not true about Albert Einstein? Offered Israeli presidency, hated wearing socks, or failed math class as a kid? Now, when Albert Einstein was 5 years old, his father showed him a simple pocket compass and he was mesmerized, wondering what force made the needle point in a specific direction. You know, if somebody showed me a compass today, I'd be mesmerized, wondering, what was for lunch? And why are you still using a compass? It's 2019. All right, now, are you thinking there's no way Einstein failed math? Well, he was the E equals MC squared guy, unless they're trying to trick me. Am I being tricked? All right, look, never mind. Well, the confetti clue we posted in the official fan group said, 0 F's gotten, because Einstein never failed math class as a kid? Come on. That is the correct answer, everybody. There's a common myth that Einstein failed math, but it's not really true. And for the record, he hated socks so much that he didn't even wear them at formal occasions. So unofficially, his shoes probably stank. Ooh. All right, now it looks like we've got, 6,554 players who look like Einstein right now. You're perfect at the halfway mark, everybody. Well, let's get into the tough ones then with question number 6. Which morning news show is co-hosted by the child of a former national security advisor? CBS This Morning, Meet the Press, or Morning Joe? Now, apparently, Good Morning America had a guy on yesterday who was the Marie Kondo of money. So, what, he told people to throw out all of their money or something? That's a dumb strategy. I mean, my financial advice is that you keep your money literally anywhere that is not the garbage, because it's money, right? All right, now, this one is all about Jimmy Carter's national security advisor. A man named Zbigniew Brzezinski, and his daughter is Mika Brzezinski. And along with her husband, Joe Scarborough, she's the co-host of Morning Joe, which is the correct answer. You get it? Morning Joe, you know, is something that people call their first cup of coffee of the day. So don't get mad. And nobody calls their first cup of coffee Morning Mika, although Evening Mika has a nice ring to it. Ah.
Evening Mika, JD.
Ooh, what a lovely idea. Thank you. So refreshing. That Evening Mika. All right, where are we at? Ooh, we're going down the ladder. We've got 4,162 players who have knocked down 6 straight. Well, let's see if you can keep it up with this. It's gonna be lit, everybody. Yeah, it's time to ask you about literature. Here we go. Question number 7. It was a dark and stormy night is the first line of which novel? Wuthering Heights, A Wrinkle in Time, or Captains Courageous? Now, you want to hear the first lines of the detective novel that I'm writing? Okay, here we go. Trevor entered the police station like a panicked sloth, listened from his ill-fitting shirt, and he panted frantically, as if running from his primary predators, eagles, snakes, and jaguars. Ah, ah, ah! You're hooked, right? Sounds amazing. I'm gonna sell so many copies. All right, now, the line, "It was a dark and stormy night," actually first appeared as the opening line in the novel Paul Clifford. But it's also the first line of A Wrinkle in Time, which is the correct answer. Nice. Are we? 3,412 players are 3 correct answers away from a piece of $7,500.
JD, it's me, Marshall of Martial Arts.
Yes, Marshall, I know who you are. Thank you.
Great. Then the word of my art is spreading. Don't miss out on our art series in July celebrating women in politics. It's really empowering. This is me locked in a mortal battle with first-term California Senator and presidential hopeful Kamala Harris. Look, she's about to hit me in the face with a crane kick.
That's great, Marshall. So much to interpret there. Yeah.
Not really. I'm just getting a beat down from a very accomplished woman. Also, I'm French.
Okay. Wow. Does he even make his own art? Well, let's just keep moving and find out what's next, shall we? This one is actually based on a Guinness World Record, everybody. Here it comes, question number 8. The world's largest man-made lagoon for swimming is closest in size to which of these? The White House grounds, regulation NFL field, or Disneyland Park? So, hey, you know how Scrooge McDuck swims around in piles of money? Well, according to a physicist, swimming in gold coins is not only impossible, but you would get very badly injured if you tried. I mean, you could maybe move in the coins with a massive amount of oil. You know, wow, they really unpacked this one, didn't they? Seems like a great use of a scientist's time. Oh, scientists. All right, so the world's largest pool is a man-made, is a man-made saltwater lagoon in Egypt, everybody, with a total area of 24 acres. You know, a football field is less than 2 acres. The White House grounds are 18 acres. And Disneyland is 85 acres, which means the White House grounds is the correct answer. There we go. The White House grounds is the correct answer. There it is, and it's finally a part of now. Woo!
Oh, damn!
I could have swore it was going to come earlier, but hey, a little later in the game today. Hey, share those answers out with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your teammates. Hopefully a free life saved you. I hope you have one. All right, we got 1,552 players who are 8 for 8, and they're just 2 questions away from big money. And here we go. It's question number 9. Which artist has not had an artwork sell at auction for over $100 million? Edvard Munch, Jean-Michel Basquiat, or Henri Matisse? Matisse. Saying things weird. All right, now look, in art news, a volleyball player from Washington has started making art on volleyballs. Yeah, it was not a big story. I just wanted to give page 15 of Google News some love. I mean, you rarely ever click that far, do you? So, only a handful of artists have had paintings that sold at auction for over $100 million. But only one of your choices has never topped that amount. In fact, his highest seller sold for a mere $80 million. Ugh. And that man was Henri Matisse. Henri Matisse, everybody. That is the correct answer to that question. All right, wow, we have 1,004 players who have arrived all the way to the end with a chance to win. Your play tonight has been a real work of art.
Did someone say art? Hey, JD, it's me.
I know, it's you, Marshall. Geez, Marshall from Martial Arts. What are you going to show us now?
Oh, well, take a look at this. This is a painting of me fighting a younger version of myself. It represents our struggle to defeat the insecurities we develop at a young age.
Oh, you know, Marshall, that actually has some substance to it. Good job.
Just kidding. It represents the fact that I tried to paint Tom Selleck, but I zoned out and I drew a second version of me on accident.
Oh, okay. That's more like the Marshall I know. Wow. All right, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time for your final question. Here it is. The actor who was Kevin in American Pie once played whose character in an 80s sitcom flashback? Bronson Pinchot, Ted Danson, or Tony Danza? Now, there are so many American Pie movies, I can't even be sure which ones are part of the series anymore. I mean, I know it started out as 4 high school guys trying to lose their virginity, but was American Psycho one of the sequels? Ah, I hope not. All right, so before he played Tara Reid's boyfriend in American Pie, Thomas Ian Nicholas was the kid in Rookie of the Year. And before that, he appeared in a flashback on a sitcom episode called Yankee Doodle Maselli, as in Tony Maselli, a character on the show Who's the Boss, who was played by Tony Danza, everybody! Tony Danza! He's the correct answer. Oh, by the way, did Tony Danza ever play a character whose name wasn't Tony? I mean, I think if he was in an epic period piece, he'd probably play a retired gladiator called Antonius. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Hey, let's find out who's taking home some money tonight. Ow! Whoa, hey, we got 289 total winners who answered all 10 correctly, and you're each taking home $25.96. Yeah! Ah, thank you so much for playing Confetti. We had a great time.